Good morning, all of you. Last turn we discussed about the alkylidene complexes, alkylidene complexes. What does that mean? That means they are the Schroff type of complexes in which the carbene carbon atom is divalent and it is bonded to the metal atom through double bond, and the two valencies which are present, X and Y, which have been shown here, they are satisfied either by H or by R radicals or R group. So now we had discussed about the Schroff type of carbenes. We also saw how we can synthesize these sorts of carbenes. Today we will be describing or discussing about the reactions of Schroff type of carbenes. They are also known as homonuclear carbenes. As you all know that they are known as homonuclear, alkylidene carbenes or Schroff type of carbenes. Now the various reactions which these carbenes undergo, they can be divided into mainly three types. First is the reaction due to nucleophilic nature of the alkylidene carbon. As you all know that in case of Schroff, the carbon atom acts as a nucleophile, whereas in Fischer type of carbenes, the carbon atom acts as a electrophile. So this carbon, what sort of reaction this carbon can undergo, they will be discussed in the first type of reactions. Then the second type of reactions which these carbenes undergo, they are that of the decomposition type. They can undergo the reactions through decomposition. That means there is a breakage or there is a cleavage of bond which is present between these sorts of carbenes. Another type of reaction with these carbenes undergo, that is they react with the carbonyl compounds, that is aldehydes, ketones. They can react and they form various types of new types of complexes here. So we will be discussing one by one. The first type of reaction which we are going to discuss here is reaction of nucleophilic carbon and nucleophilic carbon of the carbene molecule. The first reaction here is that of reaction with that of the HCl or acid. Now tantalum complex is present where there is a double bond between Ta and CH, that is the carbene moiety. This carbene moiety where one of the bond is satisfied by hydrogen atom and the second is satisfied by CMe3. So we write it as CHCMe3. When we react it with HCl, then what happens is that this H, first of all the Cl is added to that of the metal atom. So we get TaCl. Here below I have written the reaction where this molecule is opened, that is Ta double bond, carbene molecule is written as Ta double bond CH CMe3, CH2 CMe3, CH2 CMe3, CH2 CMe3. That means 3 molecules of CH2 CMe3 are present and 1 molecule of CH CMe3 is present. Now one chloride radical from HCl, the chloride part is added to the metal atom and the 3 radicals which were present, the double bond between CH CMe3 is broken down and this hydrogen is added to the CH carbon atom. The double bond between Ta and C is also broken down and it is converted into the single bond. Rest of the molecule remains the same. So now what we are going to get as a product is Ta single bond CH2 CMe3. This CH2CMe3, we are going to get 4 molecules of this and the 5th one is satisfied by that of the Cl radical or Cl group. So this is the reaction in which the nucleophilic carbon atom reacts with HCl. Cl is added to the metal atom and H is added to the double bond carbon atom or carbene carbon atom, and this double bond is broken down between metal and carbon. It is converted into single bond, and hydrogen which is added to the carbene carbon gets converted into CH2 instead of CH. So this is the first type of reaction which the nucleophilic carbon atom shows. Next, among this is interaction with organic halides. When instead of HCl which we had taken earlier, now when organic halide reacts with this molecule, then what happens is the rest of the molecule, rest of the metal complex will remain same. Only one of the molecule, that is the organic ligand which is present here, is added with the double bond. For example, tantalum. Now the carbene complex here which is formed is tantalum double bond CH2. That means carbon is having two hydrogen atoms attached to it, and tantalum is having neta 5, that is hapticity is hapticity is present, C5H5, two ligands of that and one methyl ligand. When we are going to react with this molecule with MEI, methyl iodide, then iodide gets attached to the metal atom tantalum, and this methyl gets attached to CH2 with the single bond. So now what we are getting? Ta single bond CH2 CH3. Ta single bond CH2 CH3. But one of the hydrogen atom is lost, and then we get neta 2 C2H4, which is the more stable as compared to CH2 CH3. Ethyl radical is first of all formed by the joining of methyl to that of the CH2 double bond that is double bond CH2. I would like to explain. You can see here, if you want, that Ta double bond CH2 which is present here is broken down, and this CH2 gets attached to the methyl group which is present MEI. I gets attached to the tantalum or metal atom, and we get CH2 CH3, right? When you get CH2 CH3, one of the hydrogen atom is given out, and you get neta 2 C2H4, which is more stable as compared to CH2 CH3. So this is the second nucleophilic type of reaction. Similarly, when you react this tantalum double bond complex or carbene complex with SiBrMe3, then this molecule gets broken down into two parts. Br is removed, or Br gets separated from SiMe3. Then Br gets attached to the tantalum. CH2 double bond is broken down between the metal and CH2, and it is converted into single bond CH2 which gets attached to SiMe3. So this sort of, it is a sort of addition reaction. We can say that the double bond is broken down and addition reactions takes place. The PPH3 ligands which acts as a nucleophile, they also add to the metal center and they don't add to the carbon center. Just like in the previous one, SiMe3 is added to the carbon center of the carbene. Now here the PPH3 ligand doesn't add to the carbon center of the carbene, but it gets added to the metal atom directly. So now what is going to happen here? The double bond remains as such between the metal and the carbene, and the PPH3 ligands get attached to the metal atom directly. One of the other ligand is removed from the molecule, or it is given out as a product. So this is the example of PPH3 ligand. Now the reaction with carbonyl compounds. The reaction of carbonyl compounds is due to two reasons. One is nucleophilicity of the carbene carbon atom. Nucleophilicity of carbene carbon atom. And second is oxophilicity of metal center. What do you mean by oxophilicity? Oxophilicity means formation of a tendency to form oxides. This tendency of the metal to form oxides, this can take place either by hydrolysis or by abstraction of the oxygen atom. So when we take this example over here, PHCHO, that is an aldehyde that reacts with the carbene complex of tantalum. Now the metal atom has got the tendency of oxophilicity, that means to remove the oxygen atom, or a tendency to form oxides. So this tantalum and CH bond, double bond CH, carbene bond is broken down, and the tantalum with its ligand which is present gets attached to the oxygen through double bond. Just like carbene was attached, now this carbene ligand which is spread or removed from the metal atom gets attached to CH of the carbonyl group. So out of carbonyl group, there gets a bifurcation between C double bond O. So this C double bond O of carbonyl, oxygen atom of this carbonyl is bonded to the metal atom along with all other ligands except the carbene ligand, and the rest of the molecule of carbonyl gets attached to the carbene molecule. So this is the reaction of aldehyde. Same is the reaction with that of the ketone, Me2CO. When you take Me2CO, that is a ketone, the oxygen will get attached to the metal atom, and there will be a breakage, or there will be a fission of metal and carbene carbon atom. So the metal will get double bond O. It will get attached to the double bond O due to its oxophilicity, and the remaining carbene molecule will get attached to the ketonic group Me2O of the ketone. So these are the reactions of the carbonyl groups. Third type of reaction is that of the decomposition type of reactions. Now here what happens is, first the same two molecules are going to react and they are going to form an additional product, just as we had discussed earlier. Here see the molecule C5H5 whole twice, tantalum, Me and double bond CH2, a carbene in which is Schroff type of carbene. Both molecules are same. CH2 and CH2 double bond, both of the double bonds are broken down, and these two CH2 they act as a bridging ligand to form a big molecule. Now what happens is, this bridging ligand CH2 and CH2, it breaks its bond from one of the metal atom tantalum, and rest of the molecule what is left is Ta C5H5 whole twice Me, that is given out as a product, and remaining whatever molecule is C5H5 whole twice Ta Me is also present here, and this CH2 and this CH2, both the bridging CH2 group, they form a bond between themselves and gets converted into single bond C2H4 with neta2 hapticity. So we get the fission takes place between the bridging ligand CH2, and CH2 gets a bond formed between among them, and it gets converted into neta2 C2H4. Rest of the molecule is given out. The same is the type of reaction here, only we are going to change the second reaction where both the carbenes are going to react. Again we are going to get an intermediate product like this way, which in the previous example we have discussed. Now the remaining part, which is PMe3, that is given out, and tantalum gets bonded to C5H5 whole twice, single bond. This CH2 and double bond CH2 gets bonded and they form C2H4. So the double bond between Ta and CH2 is broken down and converted into single bond with the product neta2 C2H4 ligand attached to the tantalum. Rest of the ligands remains the same. So these are the decomposition reactions which these molecules undergo. So Schroff type of complexes, they undergo basically three types of reactions. The first type of reaction was the reaction due to the nucleophilic carbon atom. The second due to that is the reaction with that of the carbonyl groups. And the third, which we discuss, is the decomposition reaction where we get, that is the bond fission takes place and neta2 C2H4 ligand is generally attached to it.